President Trump has impacted Democratic House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, blaming her for supporting disgusting human dealers. Amid a meeting on CBS News Face the Nation, the president pulled no punches as he portrayed Pelosi as terrible for the nation. Trump blamed Pelosi for needing open outskirts since she wouldn't fret human dealing, including that he won't enable her to prevent him from building the divider. She realizes that you require a hindrance. She realizes that we require fringe security. She needed to win a political point. I happen to believe it's terrible legislative issues in light of the fact that essentially, she needs open outskirts. She wouldn't fret human dealing or she wouldn't do this. TBNews.com reports, well, I imagine that she was extremely inflexible, which I would expect, however I believe she's exceptionally terrible for our nation, the president stated, when asked what he realized subsequent to consulting with Pelosi as of late. She realizes that you require a hindrance. She realizes that we require outskirt security. She needed to win a political point. I happen to believe it's awful legislative issues in light of the fact that essentially, she needs open outskirts. She wouldn't fret human dealing or she wouldn't do this. Brennan's meeting with the president comes days before his first State of the Union location in an isolated government, and 2 weeks previously government financing for a few administrative divisions and offices runs out on February 15. The president keeps on demanding billions for his outskirt divider and has compromised to pronounce a national crisis at the fringe, which would give him the one-sided expert to utilize military assets to assemble a divider without a congressional appointment. Pelosi delayed his State of the Union discourse, which would have occurred for the current week, referring to the administration shutdown. She then re-welcomed the president to convey his location Tuesday. Mr. Trump said Thursday he doesn't figure legislators will achieve an arrangement to support his outskirt divider. Mr. Trump disclosed to Brennan that Pelosi is completing a horrendous damage to our nation. She's costing the nation many billions of dollars since what's going on is, the point at which you have a permeable outskirt and when you have drugs pouring in, and when you have individuals passing on everywhere throughout the nation in light of individuals like Nancy Pelosi who would prefer not to give appropriate fringe security for political reasons, she's completing a horrible damage to our nation, the president disclosed to Brennan Friday. Pelosi's Vice President of Staff Drew Hamill reacted to the president's comments, saying, "The president knows, rave aside, that Democrats are focused on angering our fringes while maintaining our qualities as a country. The president should quit undermining bipartisan endeavors to do only that. President Trump's neglectfulness didn't make us more secure, it undermined our security with 35 days of outskirt watch specialists, DEA operators, FBI operators and Homeland Security staff missing paychecks. Democrats have advanced solid, keen and compelling fringe security arrangements in the bipartisan meeting Board of Trustees, while the president still declines to forget about a second shutdown," Hamill said. Hamill included that Pelosi likewise has a record of battling human dealing and supporting the Violence Against Women Act. For almost 2 decades, presidents have sat for meetings in front of the Super Bowl. CBS sportscaster Jim Nantz first talked with then-President George W. Shrubbery before the Super Bowl commenced in 2004. This was the president's 5th on-camera meet with CBS News since he took office in January 2017.